Hey y'all, welcome back to Be Original. I'm your host, Tennessee Tim. I got something I want to share with y'all today. This is kind of goes along. Our channel is gonna have beekeeping and chickens and gardening and hunting and fishing. Good Lord willing. But country lifestyle. That's what we're trying to do. What you put in your body and on your body is one of the most important things in this world. It affects your health directly. Um, on my weight loss journey, that's what this channel's kind of about, to try to inspire somebody to use your own life as your excuse to get up and go. Taking your own life in your hands, raising some of your own food or as much of it as you can, canning your own food so you know what's in it, raising your own food so you know how the animals were handled and treated. It can change your life. In my time of being on the mainstream medical, big pharma. I was a product of big pharma. When I went cold turkey and come off the pain pills and stuff, I was on a total of 17 different medications: heart medicine, fluid pill, blood pressure, whatever. It was a bag full of pills. And the reason why I'm doing this video is I'm wanting to share with y'all this recipe. Some of y'all that live around here that has used this, we sell it out of our little honey hut outside here. It's just something homemade I make, and it has helped me. I've had a 15-year opioid addiction. I blew my knee out, and then it was my back, and I was hooked on them. And you'd ask the doctors. I feel like I'm addicted to that. Oh well, Mr. McCandless, you're not addicted. Your body's dependent upon the chemical, and I'm like, what's the difference, So I took into my own hands my health. I felt like I wasn't receiving what I needed to help me deal with the pain issues I was dealing with. So I go back to these old-timey remedies and stuff, and so I make this hemp salve, and I actually take this, my extra, to church. We have 10 or 12 little ladies that have real bad arthritis and stuff and neuropathy, and it helps them. It helps them a lot. And this is all stuff you go. Most of this stuff I bought at the Columbia, Tennessee health food store up on the square. The ingredients I didn't have here, like, I got, they didn't have this. They didn't have this at the bees. The beeswax. They didn't have that there. But the bee propolis I got out of my beehives here. But it's, and I'll give you I'll hold the thing up here and I'll read it off to you, and what goes in it. Nothing to hide. This is a salve that has helped me, like I say, treat my own pain. And this ain't trying to sell you nothing. This is just telling you my results that I had with this recipe. Everybody's different. This ain't a how-to. This is how I do. This is what I use to try. I'm not no doctor. Y'all can probably tell that, couldn't you? But I'm not a doctor. Nothing. I'm not trying to give you medical advice or nothing like that. But my own self, I struggled with an opioid addiction, and it was going back to the earth, back to natural ingredients, back to flowers, man, back to flowers. Dude, the hippies had it all the time. So anyway, use a cup of ground hemp. I'll pause the camera here in just a second. I forgot an ingredient outside. Tennessee, the first year they legalized being able to grow a flower. Let's talk about this, people. Hemp. A young man at our church, he grew a crop of it, and that's when I got into making a salve. And I bought several big baggies of it from him, and I just put it in Ziploc bags because, you know, I'm gonna cook it. This little crock pot right here, that's what this thing is for. It's kind of dirty. It's got beeswax and coconut oil all over the lid of it, but it does what I need it to do. These ingredients are steeped in coconut oil and beeswax. I try to do about 12 hours, just let it sit there and simmer. But the ingredients for this, if you want to make this at home and you can't make it down to the honey hut, swing by the health food store and pick this stuff up. You need a cup of ground hemp, 2 tablespoons of lavender flowers, a teaspoon or a tablespoon of cinnamon. And these are just rough estimates. This is just a handful of this and a handful of this. When I came up with this recipe, you can tweak this to make it your own. Lavender flowers, tablespoon of cinnamon, 1/3 of a cup of Arica flowers. Now, I wasn't able to find the flowers this time, but the health food store had some Arica oil where they've already put it in an oil solution like this, and I'm just going to add that too. And so that's why I didn't put the flowers in. 1/3 of a cup of Comfrey. I have a fresh plant outside, but I also have some dried, and I'm going to go ahead and use this dried up and let my live plant live a little longer. It's in full bloom right now. I'll snap a picture of it here in just a minute and show you what it looks like. It's a beautiful flower. The bees love it. You need some orange zest. I'll just peel off a couple peels of an orange and sit and enjoy the orange and throw the peel in this solution and let it go. Your coconut oil, your beeswax, and I use about a tablespoon of turmeric, and that's it. The beeswax and the coconut oil, and you let this thing simmer for several hours, and it makes a salve that really helps with bumps and bruises. And well, Comfrey used to be called nip bone by the old timers. So I'm gonna put this pot of stuff together. Like I said, I got to run outside and get something that I forgot. One of my ingredients, the main ingredients, the hemp. But I got my coconut oil sitting in some hot water, getting it liquefied, so I can just pour it over into the crock pot here and let her simmer. I'll show you what we got. Also in this is my old, the leftover. There was so much in this pot the last time I made it. I didn't strain it and filter all the stuff out from the last batch because it had a lot of beeswax in that mix, and it was like a solid brick. So I'm remelting it. If you're wondering what that is, I'm gonna strain that out, and we'll have a clean batch for you if you swing by and want one of them. So y'all come far along with me. Y'all can check this out. I'll share a picture at Comfrey too. Like I said, this is had the last batch in it. This is just the hemp and the Comfrey stuff. It had a lot of, you can see it's still solid down in there, and it's melting out. I got this really cool funnel, right? Check that bad boy out. You set it on your little jars and spoon it in there, and it strains out your solids. And it'll actually be on the bottom of these little containers. It'll be a dark spot. I tell people that's the extra strength where all the darker sediments have settled. It works on joints great. So here we go. Okay guys, I got you in a little bit different angle so you can see the pot a little bit more better. A little more better. If my English teacher's watching from school, y'all, I'm sorry. It didn't take. Okay, so the first thing we got to do, the main ingredient, is a good high quality hemp. Now in Tennessee, you can get this at hemp shops and stuff like that. If you ain't got somebody raising it for you, like I was blessed enough to have some donated to me for this, so it says 1 cup on the recipe, but I get a little heavy-handed with this stuff because I feel like the stronger you make this, the better it'll work. You know, that's more is better when it comes to this stuff. So I dump all the flowers in. That was the hemp. This is the only thing I could get. They didn't have the Arica flowers. I'd like to find some Arica seeds or try to grow my own flowers, and there's some others, you know, that I'd like to find. But this right here will be suitable enough, and I'm gonna just put the whole bottle in it. Let's see. From the health food store in Columbia, here's the cinnamon. I decided I'm just going to put the whole thing in it. When I bought it, I just dumped the whole thing in. Let's see. These are the lavender flowers. This stuff smells, yeah. That's got to put that in. This is how simple this is to make, right? I spent like maybe $10. I kid you not, at the health food store to make this. Here's my beeswax. I'll break this up. This come out of some of my hives in the backyard. It's got some bee propolis is mixed in this. Man Lake is selling. If you beekeepers are watching, yeah, I found this on aisle 3 at Man Lake. Yeah, but it's got a lot of beeswax, but I'm gonna put a lot of oil in it, and it's got a lot of that'll melt down in. And then you gotta have that orange peel, that citrus, the zest off of it. And about that much right there ought to do her. Put that in there. Now this is part of the recipe, right? I'm gonna go over here and get the coconut oil and pour it in and let her go. Y'all keep following. Ooh, that wood. Now my coconut oil is not completely liquefied. Pour out what I can in it. This stuff right here is absolutely perfect on your skin. That coconut oil. You can tell this is something I just improvised up, and you get close with the ingredients. Like this is not, this ain't gonna be something like that. It's the exact same every time. Like for an example, I've been researching about lemon, is it lemon verbena for muscle sprains and stuff like it. So eventually I'll add some of that in it too, and just keep tweaking this recipe. But you know what? This is something you're very capable of doing for yourself, and I guarantee you it eases the bumps and the bruises at night. Well, I don't guarantee. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, so let me say that again. Not giving no medical advice, nothing like that. But this is what I've had results with. It works well, very well. I hope you get something out of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, leave a thumbs up. If you really like it, hit the subscribe button. That'd be awesome. But whatever you do, buy local, be local, and be original in all that you do. Y'all have a blessed day, because I sure am.